Grand Rise, Grand Rise, Grand Rise. Oh, not even Grand Rise. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all. This is a rather impromptu live. I decided to do it on this page because for me it's important to do, especially since I had my breakthroughs and what's going on. How you feeling? How you doing? There's no one in the room right now, but welcome anyway. Maybe catch a replay. Welcome. You know, while you're here, hit the like, subscribe, support. I didn't put up a cash app, but support in the best way you can with a comment. So a couple of months ago, I wasn't taking any supplements. I had a bunch. I wasn't taking them. And when I say a couple months, I mean about 6, 7 months ago. Let's say 9 months ago, actually. 9 months ago, I wasn't taking supplements. And I used to take them before. Like I said, I had some. I just wasn't taking them. One reason was depression, as usual. But the other reason was because I didn't feel like the supplements were for me anymore. Okay? The supplements I had, they were doing good, but it was like, I don't know if I should continue taking these because a lot of things have changed. Sure, I get my period, but I'm going through perimenopause. So they're regular right now and not every 30 days or every 28 days. Sometimes I'll get them twice in a month. Sometimes I won't get it up for a whole month, right? Consistently irregular. So even though taking prenatal pills were cool, it wasn't quite what I needed anymore. I needed more support for this transitional phase of my life. And at the same time, I'm 48, so it's like maybe I should be taking a 40 plus supplement, or should I be taking a 50 plus supplement? What's going on here? And then I always had hormonal issues because most of my period problems are based off of estrogen. But what can I change to support my hormonal changes, right? That come with age, that come with stage. Because I was too depressed, too inactive, too many things, right? Oh, and by the way, y'all, I started working out. We'll get to that a little bit later. Not heavy, but that's why I said we'll get to that later. So about 9 months ago, I talked to some people that I knew, spoke about changing the supplements up. And it was decided that I didn't quite need the 50 plus supplements because I'm not going through menopause. It's perimenopause, so I don't need all of that. I needed something to gracefully transition me into that stage and phase because I want to keep up my energy. I want to have enough energy to do the things that I know I can do that aren't hard but feel hard. So I changed my multivitamin to plus 40 version. Now, the supplements that I take are not only in pill form. I also take supplements, so to speak, in tea form. I like to drink herbs, medicinal herbs. And I wasn't really doing them either. But then, like once every 2 months, I drink my tea. And of course, I feel great, you know. Treat. Vitavi is who I am over here. So it's like Vitavi. Why why are you only taking it once every so often? And why does it work when you take it once? Well, I'll tell you, my body's used to it. I've been taking it for so long, my concoction, my menstrual concoction, that it's gonna kick in some way or another. But even that, I may have to change up somehow, some way, or maybe not. I gotta reconsider that too. I'll give you reasons as to why in a moment. So here I am. I got this new multivitamin. I'm trying it here and there. It's not doing too much. It's not making me feel any different like my other ones did. But around that time, I wasn't eating right either. So I needed to eat better and something else. Had issues with my digestive system. So I decided to get a probiotic. Okay, cool. Now I wasn't going to take even though I can take the probiotic and the multivitamin at the same time, I chose not to. I didn't want to just jump in heavy with consistency. I wanted to get used to a consistent pace. So it's like every other day I'll take one and then I'll take the other on alternate days. No problem. Still, I was okay, but it wasn't. Still was not what it needed to be. I decided to get some maca. Hey, let's try maca out, see what's going on. It's starting to rain again, which is awesome. It's supposed to thunderstorm today, but yeah. So let's look at some maca. The thing is, when I tried maca when I was younger, it didn't really do much for me. You know, there were other things that I took that were more effective, worked a lot faster. I said, I'll take my time with this maca thing, see what happens. So I was doing that on alternate days, but then there were days where I still was not consistent at all. Not consistent enough. I do the alternate days because this time I would take the probiotic and the maca root together, which is also all right. You know, still wasn't doing too much for the kid as far as me losing weight or, getting back to at least a satisfying amount of energy or whatever have you. Looking at my face, that's breaking out a little bit. It's like, what? Oh, God, here we go. This is that bullshit. This is garbage. So yesterday, I went into a health food store. And I just happened to find someone that was very knowledgeable there. If you ever go into a health food store, vitamin shop, and you find someone knowledgeable, ask them all the questions you can right then and there. You're probably going to buy something anyway, but, you know, ask as much as you can and then follow up on your own with your own research. And, I was explaining to the person about my face. I'm breaking out again. And I wanted some vitamin C serum and some other stuff. So they were giving me this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then they offered me some vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in liquid form. Started talking a little bit about that. And then I mentioned to the person that I'm going through perimenopause and I'm 48 years old. They said, honestly, you look great. I'm like, thanks. But, I see you change yourself. Gotta do something here. And they introduced me to a supplement that I took when I was younger. That was very effective back then. Actually, I took two vitamins back then that were very effective to help with PMS and PMDD. Not in a direct way as far as destroying the symptoms, but getting rid of the cause. Well, they gave me wisdom plus calcium. Now, sure, I got decent bones, But I'm getting older and I'm not as active as I used to be. So yeah, I need to strengthen up my bones. And I don't drink milk like that. Mm-mm. So I was like, damn. Now, if you're wondering what DIM does, it gets rid of the bad estrogen. Estrogen breaks down into estriadol and I think estriadol. I gotta get that other name together and I will for you guys. The estriadol and the other one are the bad ones. Okay? Those left around you don't do too great. Your fibroids, PCOS, all those estrogen related women's issues, okay? So he was like, well, with the perimenopause, the estrogen is fluctuating and you want to keep the good stuff and get rid of the crap. And I was like, you know what? You're damn right. And I used to take Dim with indole 3 carbinol, which is good for breast health. Got rid of the excess estrogen in your breast, so you don't get like breast cancer and things like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Remember, I bought it yesterday. I took one pill yesterday. I woke up this morning, my face was so clear. And it looked so full, It looked so sunken. Anything like that. I felt like I had so much energy. Went to the bathroom. I'm good. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Today I didn't take a gym. Today I took my multivitamin. And then tomorrow I'll take my probiotic and the maca. I'm gonna try my best to start being consistent like that and have a pattern, in a cycle. I'm also gonna add in my herbal tea. I'm gonna add probably burdock and bladderwrack and take out powder alcohol for now. So yeah, we'll do something like that. And we'll see what happens. If you're wondering why the gym works so quickly and the multi's taking so long and all of that, remember, my body's used to that stuff. Maybe my body really needed it, so it did something, right? Maybe the new multivitamin, it takes a while because that multivitamin isn't just for my entire body, it's also beneficial for my womb, my ever-changing womb. And when it comes to matters of the womb, things can take at least 3 months. You should try something, anything that has to do with your womb, you should do it for 3 months, 3 cycles. And then if you see results, great. And that's the other thing with supplements. If you see a good result, great. If you see a negative result, stop taking it. If you see no result at all, you have a choice. You can increase what you're doing or just let it go. And a lot of people don't realize that. I never take the recommended dose on a pill bottle. I always go for lower. That's just me because I don't want to be dependent on pills. And the reason why I alternate days is because if you take too many pills at once as a woman, you're at a higher risk for getting yeast infections. So I try not to take more than 2 pills a day or at a time. Because I don't want that to happen. And these are things that are important for a woman to know about at any stage. Why do we need supplements? The soil does not have all the vitamins and minerals that it used to have. Not for us and barely for these plants. The way these animals are being raised and sent to you to eat, they don't have all of the necessary vitamins and minerals that we need as regular human beings. A lot of things are depleted. So we need supplements or, you know, something additional to help us out. It's all good. Some people don't need supplements. For some people, their supplements have to turn into medication. And if you are a person that's on medication that's prescribed by your doctor, please talk to them about various supplements that you may or may not take, herbal or otherwise, because it's important. All right, you too. A lot of times, these supplements can not only hinder the medication, but make it less effective and harmful to you. So it's important to understand certain things. I'll give you an example of that. A lot of people like ginger, right? There's a lot of benefits to ginger that I really won't go over right now. They drink it for upset stomach, they drink it if they feel sick, they drink it for all kinds of things. But most people don't realize that ginger is a blood thinner. So if you are on a prescribed blood thinner by your doctor, Wayfarin, anything like that, you should not take ginger and you should eat less garlic as well. Because too much garlic is also a blood thinner. In your blood too much, you get low blood pressure. That's not good at all. If you have eczema or a skin rash, rosacea, something like that, you have to take medication for it. I would not recommend that you take St. John's wort, and neither would your doctor, because St. John's wort is very, I think, phototropic. You have to not be in the sun a lot when you take St. John's wort. It can hurt you. Many different examples like this on various medications that you may or may not take for various things, even diabetes. The amount of water you take or intake might have to change. It might have to increase if you are medically prescribed a water pill or some sort of diuretic, or you know what I mean? We have to compensate for that. We have to understand that as we get older or as we go through various ailments, we have to change our diets, not to an extreme either, but make it more like a shift. Even to these supplements, make it more like a shift, but make it a consistent shift so that you know that it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. If you do it every once in a blue, of course it's not gonna work. Even for me, I know if I drink my herbal tea and I feel great that day and the next day, if I don't take it enough, it's not gonna do what I really need it to do. You know, that's just psychosomatic because it's like, oh, I took it, so I know I'm gonna be good. Mm-mm. The body changes inside, and we're not full doctors where we can look inside of ourselves and be like, okay, this is going on, that's going on, blah blah blah. We can only do what we can. The more in touch we are with our bodies, ourselves, the better off we may be. But other than that, I mean, there's the whole thing about going to the doctor and even wanting to accept medication. That's a whole other thing. It's all about choices. But alternative medicine and Western medicine can coexist. They really can. We just have to make sure that we look at things and do things according to who we are and what really works effectively for us. Supplements is just one way to do that. If you have that discipline to take it when you need to take it, you know what I'm saying? It would be amazing if a doctor could prescribe you a supplement, but hey, it is what it is. We deal with what we have. And when something works, you really want to stick to it for as long as you can, because even then you're going to plateau. Everything gets to a plateau. Exercise, supplements, the food you eat, you get bored with it, all kinds of things, all kinds of different things happen that you cannot control. So you may not be able to do something for a whole week, but there's muscle memory, there's organ memory. Don't take too long away from doing these consistent things. then your body will atrophy. So, you know. Now, before I go, I just want to tell you guys that I did work out a little bit. I've been working out a little bit more consistently, and it's not a big workout. You know, the last time was mostly calisthenics, well, all calisthenics. It's very light. And if you notice, I'm not telling you exactly what I did. I mean, I can, and you can do it too if you like. To show you, of course. I'm not trying to do that, you know? It's still this mentality that if I show you what I do, you might try to do it, and then it don't work for you and you're mad. Sure, I want to motivate you, but there are plenty of people out there that are far more motivating than me. And I just hope to motivate you in this way, you know? For those of us that can't always look in the mirror or step on the scale and go in the gym, and for those of us who have those emotional pauses, those mental pauses for whatever reason, there are different ways to go. And if you can walk, please do it, you know? If you can walk, please do it. If you have a cane, you're in a wheelchair, please move. Move your arms, move, move. You are not confined to the bed, please move. I haven't weighed myself yet. I think I should today or tomorrow. But I did gain weight. But it looks different, okay? It looks different. It doesn't look like I'm dumpy. And I got my skeletal muscle back, so I'm happy with that. As far as my workout goes, I did 10 forward lunges, 10 side lunges, and I alternated them, so it was like 5 each leg. That made it 10 reps. Did 10 side lunges each leg, 10 back lunges, 10 squats, 10 jumping jacks. And then I did a combination move 5 times. Sounds like Twister. Good, it should sound like Twister. Because hopefully what you do is make up something on your own. Okay? So this is how the combo move works. Squat, right leg back lunge, right leg out to the side, bend that right knee to come into a side lunge, bring it back to center, and then do a forward lunge with that right leg. Bring it back to center and send your left leg back to a backward lunge. Bring it center and then bring it out to the side for a side lunge. Bend that left knee. Keep the right leg straight. Bring it back to center. Then do a forward lunge with that left foot. Bring it back to center and then do 1 jumping jack. And there you go. That's your move. I did 5 of those. 3 starting with one leg, 2 starting with the other, and I did 2 rounds of that, of those, the singles and the combo move. So I was able to do 3 starting with the right leg, move to the left, and then 3 starting with the left leg, move to the right. So it was equal. It was all great. I was done. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. Why did I make myself do this? My dude is looking at me like, when are we going to use weights? I'm looking at him like, weights, you crazy, weights. So, you know, it was good time. I think I'm going to do it again today. And no, I have not done yoga yet. I have not. It may change. I may do some form of yoga. And let me not say that I don't do any form of yoga because the way I talk to you guys is Raja yoga, yoga of the mind, yoga philosophy, with vitality, of royal yoga. And I'm approaching this from a Raja yoga. I'll get more into that a little bit later on as we go through these lives. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. Hopefully, once again, I'll motivate you to approach your new chapter differently, no matter what age you are, no matter what stage you're in, you know? I don't want to just focus on perimenopausal and menopausal women. No, I still want to focus on women that are going through their menstrual cycle, going through PMS, PMDD. You're a mom already. You're not a mom yet. You're a teen. You're a girl. You know what I mean? I'll have a couple things for men too, but this is mostly for women because we have unique things about us that we can't really talk about to a doctor, you know, or they don't have anything for it. You go to the doctor and tell them you have PMS. What are they really going to give you? Tell them you got PMDD. You're lucky to find a doctor that tells you, yeah, you really got PMDD. Thank goodness you can find that. It's hard sometimes. Might all don't do it. Might all don't cut it. You know what I mean? Exercise is great, but it don't always cut it. You gotta go through things, especially with menopause. A lot of women, you know, they have to not go to work and all of this. They can't even tell their boss, "Yo, I'm going through menopause right now," because that's a whole stigma attached to that. You know, I can talk to you guys about it, but I really, if I go to work and talk about it, folks don't look at me like this. But I don't care. I want you to do your work. It didn't beat you. But, you know, it's good to come to a place and be able to discuss. All right. And figure out things a little bit better, especially when that time of the month comes. And I guarantee you, if you have period problems and you exercise consistently for every 3 months, they will decrease. Those symptoms will decrease. Trust and believe me. Okay? All right, well, I'm out of here. Must go about my business. What happens? Hopefully it doesn't rain. I'm on my way to do these errands here. Got my day off today. All right. And I'm walking. So I am keeping active. I am doing something today. And I hope you do something too. I hope you keep active, not just mentally, physically, emotionally, you know, active in the sense of doing something that benefits your well being. Right? Don't be stagnant no more. No more stagnant cheek. All right. You guys have a great one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later. Woo.